States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Delaquila.
Here.
Director of Law Pignatello.
Here.
Director of Finance Herwick.
Here.
Councilman at Large Elliott. Councilwoman at Large Kelly.
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Stager.
Here.
Ward 1 Councilman Biassiata.
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Roble.
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky.
Here.
Ward 4 Councilman Greenwald.
Here.
Director of Public Service and Properties Johnson.
Here.
Building Commissioner Fitzhardy.
Here.
Engineer Collins.
Here.
I'd like the motion to excuse Councilman Elliott tonight. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Here. Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Councilman Elliott's excused. Now moving on to the reading and disposal of the journal for the regular council meeting held November 12, 2018. Councilwoman.
Having read the council minutes of council meeting on November 12th, 2018, I find no errors or omissions. Therefore, I move they be approved as printed. Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Minutes have been approved. Moving on to consent agenda number 1.
Mr. President,
Councilperson.
if there's no division of the question, I move that we accept the consent agenda for November 26, 2018, consent agenda number 1 for November 26, 2018.
A second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Moving on to consent agenda number 2.
Mr. President,
Councilperson.
if there's no division of the question, I move that we accept the consent agenda number 2 dated November 26, 2018.
A second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Consent number 2 is approved. There's no resolutions of commendation tonight, so we're going to move on to reports of committees, planning, zoning, and economic development.
Yes, Mr. President, the Planning, Zoning, and Economic Development meeting was held on November 19th. Mr. Biassiata sat in my place. Minutes are on file with the clerk. The next meeting is December 17th.
Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next meeting of the Public Works Committee will be on 12/3, and the minutes of the most recent meeting are pending.
Community Services.
Thank you, Council President. Our last meeting was held November 5th. The minutes are on file with our council clerk, and our next meeting is scheduled for December 3rd.
Police and Safety. Councilman Elliott's been excused tonight. We'll have a report on that in the next meeting. Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was on November 19th. The minutes of that meeting are pending, and our next meeting will be on December 17th.
Rules, Ordinance, and Ethics.
Yes, Mr. President, our last meeting was on November 5th. Those minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next meeting is on December 3rd.
Finance, Civil Service, and Personnel. Our last meeting was November 19th. The meeting minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next finance meeting will be on December 3rd. Are there any communications, petitions, or claims?
No, there are not.
Now open to the audience on legislation only. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance 151, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilperson.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 151-2018 by title only for its third and final reading.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 151, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a participation agreement with CareWorks Comp of Dublin, Ohio, for the purpose of participating in their plan for reductions in workers' compensation premium rates, for CareWorks Comp to provide the necessary representation services to the city in accordance with BWC rules, and to represent the city in all risk, payroll, and claims-related matters before the BWC.
Mr. President,
Councilperson.
I move that we pass ordinance 151-2018.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 151, 2018 is passed. Second reading of ordinance 158, 2018.
Ordinance 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Tony and Son Plumbing Company of North Rolton, Ohio, for the purpose of replacing and installing one new A.O. Smith Cyclone hot water tank and replumbing of the tanks with appurtenances at the City of Seven Hills Community Recreation Center in an amount not to exceed $10,540 for said service.
We'll now have the second reading of ordinance 159, 2018.
Ordinance number 159, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a 2-year contract with the District Advisory Council, Cuyahoga County Board of Health, for the purpose of providing public health services for the years 2019 and 2020.
We'll now have the second reading of ordinance 160, 2018.
Ordinance 160, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with North Coast Promotions Incorporated for the purpose of recruiting, contracting, and management of craft, art, and commercial exhibitors for the City of Seven Hills Fall Festival and Chili Cook-Off and Craft Show on October 6th, 2019.
Okay, moving on to ordinance 161, 2018. I move that we suspend the rules on the charter and read ordinance 161, 2018 for its first and final reading.
Second.
Any discussion? The purpose of the emergency is to lock in, at the advice of our energy consultant, a lower electricity rate for the city of Seven Hills. This is not for the residents, but for the electricity consumption of the city itself. And our consultant recommended we lock in for 2 years at a slightly lower rate. So we're acting upon that advice. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 161, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an electric supply agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Freepoint Energy Solutions, LLC, for the purpose of receiving competitive electric energy supply and declaring an emergency.
I further move that we pass ordinance 161, 2018.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, ordinance 161, 2018 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 162, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilperson Snitsky.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 162, 2018 by title only, first and final reading.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilperson.
This is an emergency because we are looking to get this grant money from NOPEC as quickly as we can. Some of the funds from this will be used to rebuild the sign down in front of the rec center down by Ruby Tuesdays. So that's very gratifying.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 162, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Roble, Snitsky, Greenwald, Elliott, and Stager. An ordinance authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council energized community grants and declaring an emergency.
Do we have a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilperson Snitsky.
I move that we pass ordinance number 162-2018.
I second that.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, ordinance 162, 2018 is passed. We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 163, 2018.
Ordinance 163, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an annual professional with Philip Tomberlane II for the purpose of directing the rookie athletic youth programs at the City of Seven Hills Community Recreation Complex for the period covering January 1st through December 31st, 2019.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 164, 2018.
Ordinance 164, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an annual professional service contract with the part-time program instructors at the City of Seven Hills Community Recreation Complex for the purpose of providing various classes at the City of Seven Hills Recreation Center for the period covering January 1st through December 31st, 2019.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 165, 2018.
Ordinance 165, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Coverall Health-Based Cleaning of Valley View, Ohio, for the purpose of providing custodial services for the City of Seven Hills Recreation and Fitness Complex from January 1st through December 31st, 2019, and authorizing an amount not to exceed $19,104 service.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 166, 2018.
Ordinance 166, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio with Warren Fire Equipment of Warren, Ohio, for the purpose of purchasing Scott RIT Pack 3 equipment and appurtenances for use by the City of Seven Hills Fire Department, appropriating the sum not to exceed $12,020 for said purchase.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 167, 2018.
Ordinance 167, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Roble, Snitsky, Greenwald, Elliott, and Stager. An ordinance to approve, adopt, and enact the 2018 replacement pages to the codified ordinances, to repeal ordinances in conflict therewith, and to publish the enactment of new matter.
We'll now have the first reading of resolution number 27, 2018.
Resolution 27, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and Councilman Biassiata, Keller, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution to provide for transfers of certain funds on an as-needed basis.
Thank you. Council's now open to the audience. Please approach the podium. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm Kathy Patterson of Laurel Lane, and I simply would like to know who would be best to advise me about the energy change? Who could explain NOPEC and the other options that I have?
The best for starting is I'd call Tony Terry, our Community Service Director. And if he's not able to answer your questions, there is a helpline for NOPEC.
Okay,
And if you don't get all, if you hang out till after the meeting, I'll give you my card as well.
yeah, well, NOPEC was no help. That's where I started, and all they did was just the best ones.
Well, we'll help
That's
us-
what they did.
We'll help facilitate that. If Tony Terry, our Community Service Director, can't get you to the answer that you want, I will more than happily intervene.
Okay,
If you just hang out till after the meeting, I'll give you all my information.
okay.
Councilperson Snitsky?
Did you go on the apples to apples thing on the computer? There's a website, it's called Apples to Apples. And I can't remember the rest of it, but it compares the different electric rates and gas rates based on who your current supplier is, which would be First Energy. There's a site on a website that you can go to that gives comparisons.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mayor,
I'm told that Apples to Apples is the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio website, PUCO.
Yeah, I've had dealings with them.
Okay. Well, that's what the Apples to Apples thing is.
Oh, I know them then. Thank you.
okay, you're most welcome. Any further comments from the audience tonight? Okay. Reports and communication from the Mayor Safety Director.
No report this evening.
Okay, reports from the directors. Director of Finance,
No report.
Director of Law, Director of Public Service.
Mr. Chairman, urge residents to please make sure that you get your leaves out on the curb within the next week or so. We're trying to wrap that up. That's all.
City Engineer,
My latest report's on file with the mayor's office. Thank you.
Building Commissioner. No report at this time. Okay, moving on to Council Miscellaneous. Councilperson Robel.
Nothing tonight.
Councilperson Snitsky. Councilperson Greenwald.
I'd just like to say, go Browns, go Buckeyes, stay out of the snow. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilperson. Councilperson Stager.
Nothing, thank you.
Councilperson Kelly.
Yes, Council President, thank you. Just a reminder that this Sunday, December 2nd, is the VFW Children's Christmas Party, which will be held at the Rec Center from the hours of 1 to 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilperson. Not least, I'll just reiterate what the Service Director said. Our Service Department's doing a great job, and heard a lot of compliments about the leaf pickup this year. So thank you, Service Director, and please pass that on to our workers at the garage. Job well done, but not quite finished yet. We've completed 2 passes of the city, and earlier today on the south end of the city, our Service Department has started the 3rd pass for leaf pickup. So if you haven't already, please move with a sense of urgency to get the leaves to the corner because the last pickup from the city is underway. So without further ado, I'll motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:09.
Second.
Roll call?
Kelly,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Robel,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Council's adjourned.
Still on the tree. The leaves are still on my tree.
I'm sorry.